welcome to my channel. My name is Brie, and in today's video I am doing the monthly spending plan recap for the month of March 2025. So if you don't know, my husband and I, we are a month ahead in our bills, and basically all of our March expenses were paid with our February income. And usually when I start my month, I already know what some of my fixed expenses, if not all my fixing expenses. The only one that I typically don't know how much it's going to be is the water bill. And we did have a water bill here that is $350 that I had budgeted for. So with that said, we can go ahead and start. My budget summary, we had a total gross income, which is this is 1 month out of the year we get such a large income, just because my husband gets paid his bonus at work. So we had a $42,619.59 as our total gross income. Our payroll deduction was $11,381.32, and our retirement was $8,270.05. So that brings our total net income to $22,968.22. And out of that, we put $13,638 towards our sinking funds. So the sinking funds here, it will be car insurance, medical, and sports travel. I think those were the 3 categories that's covered under here. And the medical, we try to have our maximum out of pocket saved up, just because you never know what might happen. We had emergency situation before where, so since then we have made a conscious decision to have our maximum out of pocket saved up. So that's part of this. And I have some savings over here. When I did my budget to zero out, because I'm a $0 budget type of person. So when I did all that and I did my budget and everything, I had $229.65 left that I planned to put towards my savings challenges. At the end, we'll see how much I ended up having here to save. So, and the kids, we have $150 that went towards their college funds. I had budgeted $152.60 for school lunch, and ended up spending $102.60. The $260, it's usually convenience fee that gets charged to my card. And then trips and other activities, I budgeted $50. We ended up spending $20. And then monthly allowance, I budgeted $225, and we ended up spending $225. So for the kids, out of the $577.60 that I budgeted, we spent $497.60. So we did good. And then the miscellaneous expenses, let me look on my spreadsheet. Okay, so my husband's allowance was $490.40, and I got $200 for me. I didn't spend it. Why am I paying? This is the second thing in the row. Let's skip it, or is it the same? Okay, so I didn't spend my $200, but because I'm saving some, I'm just going to assume that I spent all $200. And then eating out. So what I decided to do this time around was I printed an Excel expense tracking sheet. Instead of going through my wallet and adding up all those, I'm using this. So at the end of the month, it's much faster for me to just look up how much we spent and then just transfer over to my spending plan sheet. So in eating out, we budgeted $200 and we spent $117.20. And then entertainment, we spent all 50. We didn't spend all 50. I just split that between movies and concert. So out of miscellaneous expenses, I budgeted $940.40, and we spent $857.60 for this category. Okay, let's move on to my living expenses. So my living expenses, mortgage isn't going to change. So I budgeted, whoa, Jesus. I'm missing a digit. Okay, so our mortgage payment is $4,467.43, and that's how much we pay. And then groceries, although I did spend $518.91, I'm still going to put $600 here, because if you're new to my channel, whatever I don't spend in the month for groceries, I split that in my sinking funds to go to batch cooking, stockpile, and snack bulk. I buy some snacks bulk on Amazon, but yeah, so whatever I don't spend in the month in groceries gets split in those 3 categories, and you'll see, because I do have some that I will be putting towards my I call that my food sinking funds, I guess. Okay, and then gas, which is heating, it's $334.32. Electricity was $220.91. And then streaming is our YouTube TV plus Spotify. Spotify, we have the family account, so it's $22.09, I believe. Okay, and then water, which is my water bill, that I usually don't know how much it's going to be, but I know our usage, so I can typically kind of guess. So out of the 350 that I budgeted, our water bill was actually $340.67. And then our internet went up, so I don't know why it went up, but instead of $85.03, it's now $90. Such a random even number. And then trash was $144.03. Our phone bill is $231.37. Our family fund, so the family fund, I budgeted $200, but we ended up spending just $40. And then house cleaning is $445. So my living expenses is $600, $334.72, $220.91, $105.08, $340.67. Yeah, 67. $90, $144.03, $231.37, and then 40, and then 45. So out of the $7,183.57 that I budgeted, we spent $7,019.21. And then gas, I budgeted $400 for gas, and we end up spending $302.51, which is great. But gas is still expensive. It's still $3.99 where we are, so not as bad as it was in California. But California is California. I love California, but the school district made us run away. I don't think I ever told you guys why we moved out of California. I don't even know if I ever told you guys if we used to live in California until we moved up to Seattle area like 6 years ago. Wait, no, it will be 7 years this year. hold on, we moved here 2018. Yeah, it'll be 7 years since we moved up here. Yeah, we were living in California, and after we got pregnant with our daughter, we realized that our boys were in private school. So after we had our daughter, we realized that there was no way we could afford 3 kids in private school. We could have, but that meant bye-bye to our retirement. And we do not plan to be our kids' responsibility when we grow old. So we made the decision to move to Seattle, just because Washington State had better school district than where we were in California. We could have found better school districts in California, but we would have to pay $1.2 million for a house that we would have to renovate again anyways. So it just didn't make sense for us to do all that, and I was getting annoyed with the tolls and the traffic, and especially traffic. I said what broke the camel's back was I stayed in traffic for 3 hours going from work home. It was only like 20 miles away, and I spent 3 hours in traffic. And my daughter at the time was like 1 year old, I believe. No, and I wasn't seeing her. By the time I get home, by the time I pick her up and go home, it was time for her bath, dinner, and off to bed. So I wasn't seeing my daughter like at all. So anyway, but yeah, I love California. I won't mind moving back to California, but I need the kids to be out of school, because California needs to fix the school districts, the school system. But anyway, a little bit of a side conversation. All that because we're talking about gas price. But yeah, gas price in Washington compared to other states, it's higher, but compared to California, it's less. And people here complain about traffic. I'm like, that's no traffic. You should see California traffic. California traffic is insane. If you spend 3 hours going just 20 miles, that's a problem. Anyway, so now let's study my spending. So $497.60 for kids, miscellaneous expenses $857.60, and living expenses $7,019.21, transportation $302.51. So that's a total spending of $8,676.92. Okay, so if I take that out of 22,968.22, then 13,638. So I should have $653.53 saved to go towards my savings challenges. And honestly, I don't know if that's how much. That's not how much I'm going to have left in my envelope, because whatever was left after every week, I was putting in my savings challenges. So, but yeah. So this is not. I'm not going to have $6,653.30. Just so you know. And I think what I decided I was going to do going forward is I've made my I've updated my expense tracking sheet, this sheet over here to add. I'll show you in a second. Let me just write this down here, and I'll show you what I did for April. Okay, so $14,291.30 plus $8,676.92 plus $22,968.22. Okay, so $0 budget. So $653.30. So what I decided to do for April is I printed, I added the like a small table here. That's where that I'm going to be using to track my savings challenges every week. Just because where is it? Okay, come on now. I have a whole bunch of cash planning sheets in the back, but oh my god, wait, maybe it's in the front here, in the first weekly spending plan, right here. There you go. So I'll be writing down how much I'm saving every month, every week. Yeah, then at the end of the month I will have my running total, and doing like that, hopefully it will match how much I'm actually saving. How much I'm actually saving. My god, talking today is very challenging. Okay, so now that we're done with my tally, my I guess reconciliation for the month, let's get into how much I have left. How are we doing on time? 16 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this very not short, but no more than 30 minutes. Okay, so let's see here. So groceries, I have, actually I'm supposed to leave groceries in here. Yeah, and then gas, okay, so gas I'm supposed to have $98. So 50, 75, 85, 95, 6, 7, 8, 98, 98 or 99, I don't even know anymore. Yeah, 98. So so 98 is how much I have left in gas. Okay, so 98 is how much I have in gas. And then eating out, I have 15 left in eating out. Okay, and then family fun, I should have a whole bunch left in family fun. Family fun, I have 51, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 160. Because I have my glasses. I don't know, does anybody else wear glasses? I wear glasses, and lately my glasses have been falling off of my face, and I find myself always constantly having to adjust them. So if you see me going like this often, I'm not licking my hands to my fingers to count the money. It's my glasses, they are falling. Okay, at miscellaneous school, I have $20. Wait, why do I have 20? I thought I only spent. Let me see, how much is? I should have 30. I have 20. I don't even know. Maybe I'd use the other 10 to stuff some envelopes. Let's hope so. Okay, and I'm not touching this, I'm not touching this, and I'm not touching this, not this, and I didn't touch this at all. Oh, and I had 83 left in the bank, and I went and withdrew. So that's 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 83. And then this is a $200 buffer that I was using throughout the month. That actually I was supposed to be using this as a buffer, and I never ended up using it. So it should still be 200. So 100, 155, 65, 80. Whoa. 100, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 195, 200. So there's tons of fives over here. Okay, so 200 left here, and we will count how much I have left to save. But before we do that, let me stuff my my food sinking funds. So this one, I've kept this one at 100. It's capped at 100, so I'm not gonna do anything. And this one, okay, I have $55 here, and I have 150. Okay, this one is also capped at 150. And then the batch cooking is what is going to be getting some money today. Okay, so I have 55, and then in my grocery for March, I have 20, 40, 60, 80. I have 81 left. So the whole thing is gonna come over here. So 81. And today is 331. Deposit 81. So that should be 131 or 136. See. Okay, so 136 is how much I'm supposed to have in my batch cooking. So let's see, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 56, 136. Perfect. So that's that for the batch cooking. I still have a lot of food left from my prior batch cooking session, so I'm not really sure when I will be using that. Okay, now the fun part. I'm always excited about this part where I get to count how much money I have left and stuff my my envelopes. Okay, so we have 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 250, oops, 250, and then 40. For some reason I have a ton of fives. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80. And then the fives, there's so many fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 45. $45 worth of fives. Alright, and then in ones I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 576. And I was supposed to have, so I can assume that out of the 653.30 that I had already saved what just happened? I think I was at 576. Okay, I can assume I already saved 77 and 30. I hope it was 576. I don't remember. Okay, so now let's do the fun part. Yay! I really enjoy this part where I get to save all my money. Okay, so this week we are doing my 52-week challenge, and I am going to be putting $13 in here. I haven't had to do a video longer than 24 minutes in a while, so I completely forgot that when it gets to 24 minutes it cuts off. So unfortunately I haven't done anything yet. I was just starting to stuff my my 52-week challenge, and so I don't know where it cut off. I'm going to assume that it cut off when I was having issues with my calculator, and that it cut how much I saved. But just in case it didn't, just in case it cut off where I was calculating how much I'm saving, I'm putting how much I have left over that I'm putting towards my saving challenges, I'm just going to recount this just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I have one $100 bill, and then I have 50, 152, 250, 250 in 50s, and then I have 40s in 20s, and then in 10s I think I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I have 80 in 10s, and then in 50s, I mean in 50s, in 5s. In 5s is 95. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so that's 565. I think it was 576. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, what? $576. So $576 total is how much I have left for the month that I'm going to be stuffing in my savings challenges. So starting with the 52-week challenge, we're doing 13 today. $13 is how much we are doing today. So 13, I'm gonna do 110 and 3 ones. 1 2 3. Okay, so let me see if I can condense some of this. I can definitely condense this 20s. Okay, and then now do some of the 5s. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's do 5, and then 10, and then 20, and that's the last 20. Okay, so that's that. Alright, cool. So that's that for my 52-week challenge. Coming along nicely. Okay, and then I need to do my 2025 Friday before I do anything else. Okay, so today we are doing 28. Okay, we're doing 28. Okay, let me put all this to the side. Okay, so 28. Okay, so $50 minus 28 is 22. So if I do 22, and if I do 100, that should be 100, right? So 28 plus 22 plus 50, 100. Perfect. So I'll put it here. I grab this 100 and the 20 and the 1 back here. So it's going to be, oops, 150, 200, 220, 225. 225 is how much I have now in my 2025 Fridays. Okay, so now we can complete my March savings. So my March saving, let's see how much I have. I don't have a lot here, and I think I can wrap this up with this. So let's see, so 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 76, 76. So 331 minus 76, 255 is how much I need to do. So 1 2 3 4, that's 200. Okay, Oh, and then 50. You know what? Hold on. I'm not gonna do this like that. I'm just going to follow the denomination and grab exactly what I'm supposed to be grabbing. So I need a 5. I need 1 5, which is this one. And then I need 2 10s. Wait, let me just do like this. Okay, 2 10s. So 1, and then 2. That's 2 10s, and then 1 2 3 4 4 20s. I don't have 4 20s. Okay, I don't have 4 20s. So because I don't have 4 20s, I am going to do 150, 120, and 110. Okay, that should be the 4 20s. Sorry, I don't have 4 20s, but hey, I have the amount, I just don't have the correct denomination. So I hope I have enough 50s left. Okay, 1 2 3. So 3 50s, 1 2 3. Perfect. So 3 50s. Okay, and that should be 331 cents. No, $331, not cents. Okay, so let's count how much we have here. So 51, 50, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 305, 310, 310, yeah, 310, 310, 315, 320, 325, 330, 331. Okay, so 331 is how much we have in this, and I'm gonna take it out, and it's gonna go with my other stash of completed challenges, I guess you can call it out like that. Okay, and this comes here. Okay, and that's it for this binder. Yeah, so that's that for this binder, and let's look at some of this. Okay, so in this binder, let's see what we could do. Okay, I have plenty of 5s, so I can probably do some of these 5s here. Oh, maybe I can finish up this one, this challenge. I can probably finish this one. So I need 1 2 3 4 5 6. I need 6 5s. So 6 5s. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes. Okay, so another completed challenge. Woohoo. Okay, so the 5s. Let's choose one side. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, so we can take this out. Okay, so technically I'm supposed to have 1 2 3 4 5 times 5, 25. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. 1 2 3 4 5 25. Perfect. Okay, so one more challenge completed. It's actually really exciting when I started this beginning of the year, I didn't think that I would be finishing up challenges so soon. But yeah, I'm really happy that I'm able to do all this. I'm really happy that I'm able to like finish sooner than what I thought. Okay, let me do some spring here, because this spring I only have this sad. How much do I have here? 32? No, 42. Oh, I only have 42. Okay, so no, I only have 2. Wait, why did I make it seem that no, I did not. It was just 2. I thought I colored the 20s, but I did not. Okay, cool. So what do I want to do here? Okay, first of all, I have tons of ones. Again, I don't know how I always end up with so many ones. Okay, how many 5s, how many 10s do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7 10s. Do I have any 10s in here on this sheet here? Okay, I have 2 10s. Okay, so I could do the 2 10s. I could do the 2 10s. Wait, spring just started though. I don't want to. Do I want to do these 2 10s now? There's 5. There's 1, 2. There's 2 5s. So I'll do 2 5s. Okay, so I'll do the 2 5s. Okay. And then I'm not gonna do the 50s. Spring is 3 months. We just started spring. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 4, 12. I have 12 things to check. So if I do a lot now, there won't be any left for April, May. So I will just do the 5s. Then I will do, I don't have 20s anyway, so I can't really do the 20s. I'm gonna leave the 50s alone for now, and I'm going to leave the 100 alone for now, and I will do 110. I'll do 110. Okay. So hard. Okay, so that's it for this, guys. So let me put this to dry here and put the money in the envelope. Okay, and now the 10s that I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they're gonna go here. Okay, so 6 10s. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I should have 13 10s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Okay, let's do this also to try here. Okay, so let's start for my 10s. Then so many ones. I'm looking at those ones. Okay, and then the 20, 25 in 2025. Yeah, no, don't think I'm going. I don't want to do those that one now. I want to do this for the rest. So I have 50s here, and I have tons of ones again. So okay, I'm gonna start with the ones first and continue with my method of just adding ones into things. Okay, so I have a 23 here. I'm going to do $3. Okay, so that's 23, 16, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 25. You know, do I want to do 25? Do I want to continue with the 31? Because I do have tons of 5s. Yeah, let me do the 5s. So 25. Yeah, I ended up with so many 1s and so many 5s. Like, how did that happen? Okay, so so 24, 25, and then 26 is getting a 6, a 5, and a 1. Yeah, this might be the best way to do this 100 envelopes. Okay, and 27 is going to get a 5 and a 2. Okay, so it's 27. Okay, so 26, 27, and it's gonna be the same for 28. 28 is gonna get a 5 and 3 1s. 1, 2, 3. That's 28. Okay, and 29 is getting 5 and 1. Oops, and 4 1s. So that's 29. Yeah, I take my criticism about having so many 1s and so many 5s back, because they are proven to be very useful. Okay, so that's 29. Okay, and then 31 is getting 1, and then the next one is going to be 36. So I could do a 5 and a 1 for 36. Actually, before I do 36, let me grab 30. Wait. Did I put, what did I do? Did I put 5 in 25? Yeah. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, you know what? Let me just grab the 36. I was trying to put 5 in 35, but I'll do that next. Okay, so 36 is getting 6, and then okay, and then 35 is gonna get a 5. 35 is gonna get a 5. then I think I can also do 45. I could do 45, and I could do, okay, I could do 45. 45. I have like 4 5s left. So I could do 45, I could do 55, I could do 65, I could do 75. And then 55, I could actually just do the 55. Okay, so 45. Where's 55? Here's 55. Okay, so 55. See, I knew one of those things would be handy now. I don't even have it. I used it. Okay, that's right. So 55. What I made my. Okay, where's 55? 53, 54, 55. Okay, and then 60. On that 50 that's left, I'm going to add it to the $25, no, 2025 in 2025. So that will be 225. Okay. So 65, 65. Okay, and then 75. For the last 5. 75. Okay, so 75 for the last 5. And 75. Okay, perfect. And the only one that I failed today is 55. There you go, 55. Okay, and then the $50 that's left can go in my 2025 and 2025, which is here. Okay, so this one's getting 2. So this one, I need to call it 2, 1, and then 2. Okay, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is 8? What is 20? What is 200? 200. Okay, so 200 is how much I saved so far in this one, and I don't know if I will ever finish this one, which is fine. I'm not in a race to finish this one, because this one I have, although I take that back, although I really want to finish this one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80, and I've only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've only done a 10th of it. And I still have like 9 more months. I only have 9 more months to go. So if I have 80 divided by 12, I should be feeling 6, but I'm not. But anyway. Okay guys, so that's it for this video today, and thank you so much for hanging out with me for this extremely long video. I was trying to make it under 30 minutes, but it's not going to be under 30 minutes, and I am sorry for that. And I hope you guys was able to stay with your budget in the month of March. It's the last month of the first quarter. I hope that all the first quarter goals that you made yourself, you were able to accomplish them all, if not all, hopefully most of them. So I will come back for my March goals and April goals setting video. That would be like a separate video. But yeah, in the meantime, keep saving and happy saving, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Happy savings and bye bye.